Hello everyone, my name is Felisa. I'm the resident health coordinator at Maravilla's apartments. So today I have an interesting presentation. So today I'm going to talk about milk alternatives. So first I will discuss the types of milk. We're going to read some labels. We're going to look at the fat content on each of those various milk that we see at the grocery store, and the types of alternative milks that we also see at the grocery store. And we're going to read some labels, more labels. Alright, so let's first talk about cow milk. So at the store, you see whole milk, also known as vitamin D milk. You see 2%, 1% milk, and also non-fat, also known as skim milk or 0%. So for this milks, the only difference is the fat content. All of them contain the same nutrients. Some people believe that for the 1% or the non-fat milk, they add water, but no water is added. The only difference here is the fat content, and we'll look at that in a bit. Alright, so always when reading a nutrition facts label, the first thing that you should read is the serving size. And the serving size here is 1 cup. The total fat in 1 cup of milk is 8 grams. And this is the nutrition facts label for whole milk. Okay, so this is 1 cup of milk in that cup right there. And so the yellow represents the 8 grams of fat. So when you consume whole milk, you're consuming 8 grams of fat. All that fat right there that you see. 2%. It has 5 grams of fat per serving per 1 cup. 1%, it has 2.5 grams of fat. And then the fat-free has 0 fat. So all milks, going back to the label, so all milks, they have calcium 30%, vitamin D 25%, and the protein and the other minerals, all of them are the same. The only difference here is the fat content. Okay, so older than 2 years old, we don't need the fat content for the milk. So gradually switch to non-fat milk. If right now you're consuming whole milk, you want to gradually then move to 2%. After you're used to the 2%, you move to the 1%, and then finally to the non-fat milk. So fat has a lot of calories. So when we overconsume calories, that could lead to gaining weight. So that's why, and also we eat other foods, and other foods that could be high in fat. So by gradually moving on to non-fat milk, that can make a big difference in the calories that you're consuming in a day. So we typically consume milk because we want to get the calcium and vitamin D. So for calcium, the daily recommendation is 1,000 milligrams, and that's for 19 to 50 years old. Vitamin D, what is recommended is 15 micrograms. And so you can get those at the recommendation with 3 cups of milk, but variety is always better, not just 3 cups of milk. So also leafy greens are a great source of calcium, maybe yogurt, and also the alternative milks. And for health or ethical concerns, people choose milk alternatives. So Someone could be allergic to dairy, or could be lactose intolerant, or they just don't like the way that, you know, cows are treated, or the pollution that cows produce, or just for many reasons people decide not to consume a cow's milk. So let's look at the milk alternatives. So there's almond, cashews, oatmeal, coconut, soy milk. So there's a lot of milk alternatives now in the market. So before I continue, I just because a lot of people think that nutrition is boring and hard. So I want to prove you wrong with these jokes. I hope you guys like these jokes. Okay. So what's the hardest part about being vegan? Waking up at 5 every morning to milk the almonds. Okay, next one. So what did the peanut say when the almond tried to pick a fight? Cashew outside. How about that? All right. Moving on. So if you're replacing the cow milk with alternative milk, always read the nutrition facts label. And per serving, per 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of milk of the alternative milk, it could be almond milk, cashew milk, you want to see calcium at least 30%, which indicates that you're consuming 30% of the calcium that is recommended in a day. And vitamin D, 25%. And added sugar is 0 and no artificial sweeteners. Okay. If you have diabetes type 2 and you want something sweet, yes, the best thing will be artificial sweeteners. But the problem with artificial sweeteners is that they're super sweet, that we get used to things being, like food being super sweet, and we don't appreciate like fruits because they don't taste as sweet because we're so used to consuming artificial sweeteners. So try to limit those artificial sweeteners. Reading this label, hopefully you're able to see this label. This label is almond milk, and the serving size is 1 cup. Vitamin D is 25%. Sugar is 0 grams. Calcium is 45%. So some people see 45%, and generally what they think is that almond milk is better than cow milk. It does have more calcium, but the reason why they put more calcium is because our body can't easily absorb the calcium from non-dairy sources such as like almond milk, cashew milk. So that's why they add a little extra. So milk alternatives can be high in sugar, so always read the labels. Because added sugar, that causes inflammation. You're consuming extra calories that could lead to cavities, that could lead to you having like a sweet tooth. And also coconut milk is high in saturated fat, so like I mentioned before, saturated fats has a lot of calories, and over consuming calories that could lead to gaining weight. So always read the label before you buy. Always take a second. And so almond milk, coconut milk, all those milk alternatives can be pricey, but they are great in coffees and smoothies. So in closing, everyone's situation is different, so do what is best for your wallet and health. So before I end this presentation, I just want to tell everyone that your feedback is important. So please complete the survey and let me know if I did a great job at presenting this information. go to that link. I provided a link on the title of this video, so you can find that. Click on it and just fill out the form. It has 18 questions. It takes about 5 minutes. And so this survey helps us continue to help you and all the residents. All right. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please comment them below. And I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. Thank you.